What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and today I'm going to be doing a review for the Sims 4 Restoration Workshop Kit. If you guys like news, updates, discussions, and reviews, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I also do have an affiliate link with Instagame to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. If you guys click the right side of the screen or the link in the description, you guys will find a bunch of deals for the Sims 3 and the Sims 4. If you guys are planning on buying the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, you will get it at a 25% discount. Without further ado, let's get into this review. Okay, so from my understanding, this kit is supposed to be a workshop kit. So this is something you kind of do on the side. So this is like an area for your Sims to kind of just tinker. If they're really into like the handiness skill, they can just craft stuff with the woodworking table, stuff like that. Okay, so starting off, we have the improvised bucket chair, and this is obviously a chair that you sit on. And these are the different swatch colors. We have some green, blue, orange, black, white. Again, it's just a chair. I don't know if that's, justified for the price, but it does look kind of cool. This one color gives me like Home Depot vibes. So yeah. And then we have the workshop shelf short. So obviously you can put like clutter items on the top or bottom of the shelf. So yeah, we're able to put the stackable storage tub on here, and we can actually stack this as well. I don't know how far we can go, but we can go pretty far. That's crazy. And then these are the different swatch colors. We got the blue, green, yellow, white, all the works, man, all the colors. I wouldn't say all the colors, but at least all the prime colors, I guess. And then for the stackable storage shelf, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but since we already have it out. And then these are the colors for the stackable storage shelf. I will say that I like some of these swatches have kind of like a damaged look to it. And then we have the workshop shelf tall. So this is, similar to the short one, but this one's just taller. Okay. And again, these are the different swatches. I like that. Again, there's a lot of damage. I think the Sims team should start doing that more, where they kind of give us more of like a, dirty, I don't know, look to like our items. Like we have that option. Now moving on, we have the tidy tool board. So this kind of has all your tools and everything just on display on the wall. So I think that's a handsaw. We have a leveler. I don't know, is that like super glue, a drill, a ruler? We have a wrench, hammer, stuff like that. And then these are the swatches. And again, it's nice to have. It adds a little bit more realism to your workshop station. But again, most of the stuff is clutter. Like your Sims is not just gonna go pull out a hammer and just have a hammer in inventory. There is lights though, which is pretty cool. So I kind of like that. It kind of has like some lighting just to show it off a bit more. And then we have the workshop wonder shelf. So this is another shelf, and again, there's just more clutter items on this one as well. And then these are the different swatches. I'm assuming once we get to like the bottom ones, there'll be, more of like a dirty look. So again, I like having those options as well. And then we have the clutter tinkerer's table. Yeah, I really like this. There's a lot of detail on here. It looks like someone's like, starting on a project or planning one. Again, you can't go wrong with like really good clutter items. The drawer is kind of open. I feel like if you have OCD, this might bother you. So just beware that like this will always stay open. You can't close it. And then these are the different swatch colors. Okay, so my OBS crashed on me, so I was talking for like 5-6 minutes and it wasn't even being recorded. So we're gonna restart all of that. I think I was on the Tool Titan. Okay, yeah, so the Tool Titan, these are the different swatches for the Tool Titan. Again, there's all these clean colors, but then it can get really rustic. I was saying I really like the detail of like kind of like the darker tones, like the black. I don't know what it is, but I'm just gravitating to the black a lot. I really like how that looks. And then we also do have the Handy Sim trolley. Again, these are the different swatch colors. I really like the detail of this kit. You can tell that they try to put a lot of work into making this look like it's been something that's been used like over the years. So again, it just looks good. Like kits have gotten progressively better in terms of aesthetics. Still don't like kits, you know what I mean? But I can appreciate like the work they're putting in. Then we have the metal utility sink. Again, it looks really nice. There's different swatches to kind of show that clean, pristine look, and then it can get really rusted. It's a sink though, you know what I mean? It's nothing, too crazy, but it's a sink. So this is the woodworking table that comes with the kit, and these are the different colors. So a lot of darker light woods, and then you can also have the same wood colors, but then this is like the dirty version. So again, looks really nice. I like the black. I don't know, the black just, again, this looks like this is something that's been used like for a while. Then with the Vault fuse box. So these are the different swatches, and these are compatible with for rent. So if you don't want to use the ones that come with for rent, you can swap them out with these ones from the restoration kit. And again, I really like the rust look. Like this obviously looks like something that's been here for decades. So yeah, I really like the detail as well. Even on the front, okay, there's really nothing on the front. I said all that, there was nothing in the front. And again, this is the water heater, so again, you could use this for your residential rentals. But we all know the residential rentals are, you know, corrupting save files, so that is kind of weird that this is in here. But obviously this was something that was planned before we found out about that corrupting thing. But yeah, you could also use this as well if you don't want to use the stuff from for rent. Then we have the Craftmaster toolkit. Again, more just clutter. It looks cool. Don't really know the purpose of this besides just, you know, having this in your workshop. But yeah, it looks really nice, and these are the different color swatches. I'm gonna keep it as black. I don't know why, the black looks really cool. And then we have sand, sawdust, and more. So you can actually use this for multiple different things. So you can use this as sawdust, you can use this for sand, other sand, sawdust, I guess. And then there's actual like oil, dirt type of looks, and like dirt smudges, dirt piles, whatever. So I really like that this thing is very versatile in terms of how you want your area to look. And again, you don't have to just use this in the workshop. You can use this anywhere just to add that dirty effect. I will never say no to having more dirty stuff in my game. You know, so I really like that it's very versatile. I hope they do more stuff like this. Then we have their Breezy Bliss floor fan. So again, this is the fan. There are different swatch colors that are more clean, pristine, very like pink blues. And then as you can see, it's the same swatch colors, but this is like a dirtier version. This fan to me looks plastic, but it looks like there's like rust on it. So I don't know, you know, I don't know, maybe this is supposed to be dust, but it looks like rust. But at the same time, maybe this fan is like a metal fan, maybe it's not plastic. I'm used to like plastic fans, I guess. So yeah. Then we have the Carpenter's Caddy. So there's a bunch of different, like, I guess wood planks, like 4x4 stuff like that. I like that when you change the swatch color as well, it changes like the wood itself. So you go from like, I don't know, like a maple oak to like just darker wood colors. I don't know the other wood colors, but I like the detail on the wood. I guess it's like telling you like what the size is. I don't know. But yeah, I really like that. They have the glow stick fluorescent lights. I was saying before the video cut out that was my first time saying it, and I said I wasn't gonna say it again, but it's my second time now because OBS wanted to crash on me. But yeah, these are the different swatch colors. It's hard to see because it turns off the lights, but yeah, these are just, again, normal clean looks. But as you get farther into the swatches, it gets a lot more rustic. So you have like blues, greens. I want to say like this is like a teal, like not teal, like a lime green or whatever. Not a lime green, I don't know, some type of green, mint green maybe. And then we get like more of the rustic look. Again, I don't know what it is, but the black swatches just look really good with this kit. And then we have the 4 premium objects that comes with this kit. So we have the Astrolux fridge, the Astrolux microwave, the Astrolux coffee maker, and then the Astrolux stove. So these items, you actually have to restore them. You can't just place them down and then use them like a normal fridge in the game. You actually have to restore it first. As you can see it in its like very pristine look. I'll do it in the black so you guys can have a better example. So it's very clean, very pristine, but as I place it down, and it takes a long time. For me, this is kind of funny and stupid that like I have to buy a kit, then fix the object to then be able to use it. Like I feel like that's just a very long extra process that I don't feel like people should have to do unless they want to. So that to me makes no sense. And again, it's the same thing with everything else. You have to restore all these to get it to work, and there's no special interactions. It's just like a regular stove, regular coffee, microwave, fridge. Like there's nothing special about using these items. But yeah, and then we have the scrap savvy storage. As you can see, there's a lot of detail, a lot of just different types of scrap inside. Again, it's very detailed, man. I like this. Like this is definitely giving off masculine vibes. I like that they're, you know, kind of branching out with this kit. And then these are the different swatches. I kind of like the swatch that I chose, so I'm just gonna keep it as that. But I like that there's different detail. The colors obviously change. And then last but not least, we have the unfinished workshop wall. So this is the new wallpaper that comes with the kit, and there's a bunch of different swatches. We got like a brown swatch. This is kind of like a lighter color. This one has like a lot of like dirt, I guess. Like this one has like scratch marks and stuff. It's kind of hard to see, but you know, it's similar to what we saw with the sawdust and stuff on the floor, but it's just on the walls. This like looks like it has a lot of scratches. So yeah, moving on to kind of like the gameplay portion. So yeah, you can again restore this. As you can see though, it takes a very, very long time. I guess the only good thing that comes out of this is your sim is building their handiness skill. So there's that, but again, it's just kind of ridiculous. Also the new woodworking table, so you can, you know, do a bunch of different sculptures and stuff like that. And then we have the scrap salvage, so you can actually put scrap into this. Can you put like, yeah, you can't put objects, but you can put like scrap into it, and there's actually some scrap already once you buy it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you can use the water heater and the fuse box. Like, you know, if something breaks, you have to go fix it for the tenant, you can do that. You can also perform maintenance, but again, it's in tip-top shape. Now with this, you can actually ponder next project, and it will give your Sims like this focus mullet. Now he has the accidental genius. Genius has struck and Lee is ready to whittle wonders from his wood, and that gives him an 8-hour focus mullet, which is pretty cool. You can sit on this, so you know there's that. And then the storage things actually have storage in it. So yeah, for example, you can't put like a whole vacuum in here, but I'm assuming you can put like yeah, you can put like eggs in there if you want to. So that's just like more storage for your Sims. And then everything else is just clutter. You know, you can't really do anything with this stuff. So yeah, my overall thoughts and opinions, guys. I don't think this kit is worth it. I think this is a very niche kit, and again, I was saying this before the video cut out, that I would really like to see something that's more focused on like just like more vehicles, like, you know, working on scooters and cars. I'm not saying that we should have to pay for cars. Obviously we should get cars as a free base game update, something low end to high end. But then if you want those high end like luxurious cars, then you would buy like, I don't know, My First Car Ride or something as DLC. And I feel like this kit would have been cool to like introduce like the fixer upper car and like be able to work on that, or be able to like drive it around town. Yeah, whatever, they're gonna teleport out the lot, who cares? But like something like that would have been more better than this. I just don't really understand like all this. Like, it looks cool, but it's such a niche thing that I just can't really recommend it. Again, I prefer this over My First High Heels kit. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to do more stuff like this, but I wish it was with cars, bro. I wish this was with like actual motor vehicles. It's like the same stuff. Like, we're getting a microwave, a coffee maker, like the woodworking station. Like, yeah, we have a new one, but it's like, who cares? Like, it's just boring recycled gameplay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say like, no, I can't recommend this kit. If you guys want to buy this kit, you know, more power to you. I'm not judging you, but I think your money is better spent elsewhere. But yeah, guys, with that being said, this is all for the review. I appreciate you guys watching it till the end. And again, guys, I hope you have a good day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.